Hi everyone, welcome back to Shibkai. The CEO of Google affirms Shiba Inu burn prepare to never work again. Hours after Silicon Valley Bank's failure, Shib News on Monday at SXW threatened the survival of the majority of tech firms. A Zen Cape was formed by hundreds of festival attendees, an indisputable tribute to the Japanese hunting dog breed, and a virtual scene featuring charming bamboo and cherry tree forests that move in the breeze. In reference to the cryptocurrency slogan, "We're all going to make it," Shiba Inu named the temple WAGMI. It provided a break from the collapsing financial institutions and the first glimpse of the metaverse that the Shiba Inu cryptocurrencies developers are creating. This video will discuss the Google CEO's confirmation of Shiba Inu burn, prepare to never work again. News from Shiba Inu. For our most recent material on Shiba Inu price forecasts and professional analysis, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, share button, and subscribe to the channel. Let's get started with the video right away. Decentralization of cryptocurrency in bank runs like the one that occurred last Friday is unavoidable. Fast Company is informed via Google Meet by Shiyoshi Kusama, the enigmatic lead developer of Shiba Inu, who only uses his pseudonym and an avatar of a hooded figure wearing a long cloak. He speaks into a chatbot without using his video camera and refrains from speaking out. He is referring to the fractional reserves of banks. The 5% worldwide adoption rate rises as more people become aware of this and choose to diversify. People then ask, what's this SHIP thing? And discover how fantastic we are. Web3 evangelists are still a specialized subset of Twitter, as some people are already aware. But Shib may have the most cult-like following among cryptocurrency degens. Created 2.5 years ago, the token was born as a jokey notion to build a Dogecoin killer to overrun the rival meme-based token Dogecoin. But its dedicated admirers, known as the Ship Army, couldn't have been more serious. With just a social media rally, they together propelled the Shiba Inu into one of the top 10 cryptocurrencies at one point, with a $44 billion 0 cents market valuation. With the introduction of shibaswap, a decentralized exchange platform, and a set of 10,000 Shiboi NFTs, pixelated Shiba Inu characters with various characteristics such as a pirate cap or a piece of pizza hanging from the dog's mouth. Its universe has grown over time. Crypto influencer Elon Musk and Ethereum founder Vitalik Buterin also gave Shiba Inu shoutouts. Then a collaboration with the Canadian luggage manufacturer Bugatti, and what started out as flippant trolling by the meme crowd has expanded to 3.6 million followers on cryptocurrency Twitter, making them some of the loudest users on the site. They are also fast to post news blasts with hashtags like Hail Ship, pledging to carry Ship hashtag to the moon, and Ship Army Strong. It was the third most Googled cryptocurrency globally in 2022. Now, with its layer 2 blockchain, Shiberia, which went live in beta last week, along with a new set of tokens in anticipation of a flagship metaverse, it is making its largest leap to date. John Richmond, a rock and roll clothes designer, will have its first virtual storefront in Shiba Inu metaverse. Shib intends to use it to transcend the status as a meme coin. The strange folklore of Shiba Inu contributes to its appeal. Before abruptly disappearing from the internet last summer, its founder Ryoshi was similarly cloaked in darkness. His comically cat-shaped avatar was permanently removed from Discord, but he left no trace. After the token had amassed 6,000 wallets, Shiyoshi joined the roadmap that Ryoshi had left behind. However, it had been soaring ever before Musk's statements, and Shiyoshi's financial situation is also unclear. Shiyoshi claims that while Shiboshi Metaverse land plot sales support Metaverse development, Shiyoshi Metaverse land plot sales support Metaverse development, the group is still unsure about Leash and Bone's tokenomics and whether they will retain a stake. They refuse to say if they keep a portion of the transaction fees from shibaswap. Venture funding has not been raised by them. However, Shib's greatest boast is its community, a phrase that appears frequently in magazine articles, blog postings, and tweets. According to Marcy Jastro, the lead advisor for Shib Metaverse, Fast Company, even as they plot the metaverse, they're incorporating feedback from the Ship Army. There is no creative director, but the team hired a company to build it with Unreal Engine software. Before repeatedly adjusting the coloring and rendering in 3D, they first create concept art in black and white sketches, post the drafts to a blog, and monitor social media activity. The WAGMI Temple, the first of 11 zones under construction, is an untouched fantasy place with grazing deer and outdoor yoga. That community even extends to other metaverses such as Decentral and the Sandbox or Yuga Labs. While these other metaverses are usually viewed as competitors, Jastro maintains that the pioneers of a new and transformative space like the metaverse must unite. She compares it to the early days of virtual reality, saying we wanted everyone to win. All we wanted was for the headset to function. Jastro is not incorrect, but it may seem overly kind, particularly during the lean crypto winter months when venture capital financing has frozen over and survival is more competitive than ever. Since every metaverse has trouble persuading individuals to live in a Web3 or even a 3D Web2, what works for one might work for everyone. After its metaverse subsidiary reported a $13,300,000,000 0 cents loss in 2022, Mark Zuckerberg staked his company's name on the idea. But despite his fervent advocacy for Horizon Worlds, Meta is now more focused on AI. There are just 8,000 daily active users on Decentraland, which is likely the industry leader. Additionally, Grayscale's Decentraland ETF was trading at a 60-cent discount to the dollar at the end of last year. Numerous metaverse coins have experienced an 80% decline, with a price of 0.00001 and 589 trillion tokens in circulation. The current market capitalization of Shiba Inu is $6 billion, 0 cents. If the token's value were to rise to $1, 0 cents per token, as originally predicted, this would indicate an astounding implicit valuation of $589 trillion, 0 cents, far surpassing even the world gross domestic product. Shiba Inu's most recent developments continue to garner media attention. Due to its potential for large return, Shiba Inu has experienced a rise in popularity among investors. As the demand for Shiba Inu grows, its community of holders and traders continues to expand. Of course, any serious investor will realize that such a price would not be attainable without drastic reductions in supply. Nevertheless, many crypto enthusiasts are enticed by the potential profits of investing this unique millennial-driven cryptocurrency, given its current low price and high potential rewards. The price of Shiba Inu, which powers the second largest meme coin, jumped 15% to trade it at 0.0000112 at the time of writing. Earlier in March, the price of Shiba Inu retested a crucial descending trendline support and recovered, suggesting that the trend was about to shift northward. Before the drop to 0.1, which coincided with the trend line Shib had broken out in January, climbing 96% to a new yearly high of 0.001576 by early February. Despite the double-digit gain in the last 24 hours, Shiba Inu needs to tick a few boxes before investors can fully affirm a new bull market. With a market valuation of $6,600,000,000, 0 cents, the second most popular meme coin is now trading at 0.1120. Shiba Inu's trading volume has surged by 30% in the past day to $321 million, 0 cents, suggesting that investors are accumulating more money in anticipation of a significantly larger price movement in the days ahead. However, at the moment, price movement is limited below 0.00001126 by the 100-day exponential moving average. For SHIB to maintain the breakout from the declining trend line, a break above this crucial moving average is still necessary. Despite the immediate barrier, crucial momentum indicators like the moving average, convergence, divergence suggest a determined bullish front. The MACD flashed a buy signal on the daily time frame chart after Shiba Inu was dumped along with the rest of the market as a result of Silicon Valley Bank's failure. On the 4-hour chart, the MACD maintains the buy signal, but this time it is staying above the mean line. Ahead of the Federal Reserve's decision on a potential interest rate hike on March 22, buyers are keen to preserve the sacred gains, particularly during this week's bounce. The price of Shiba Inu is above the 4-hour chart's 100-day EMA, which is at 0.111. Keep in mind that the daily chart's immediate barrier is the 100-day EMA. A daily close above 0.111 could verify that the upward path has the least amount of resistance and that support is still in place. That's a wrap for today. Remember to give it a big thumbs up. To view our most recent content, please share and subscribe to the channel.